Hi and welcome. My name is Barry, and in this video I'm going to review my new JFJ Easy Pro disc repair machine that I got delivered from the United States to the United Kingdom. In this video I'm not only going to go through the complete repair of two of my CDs and the result, but I will also go through the first unboxing of the device as well as a review of the difficulty I had obtaining one, and it was kind of difficult. To not waste your time, I have included timestamps of all the sections in this video, so you skip through to the section you want. However, I would advise you to watch the whole video through so you get a sense of the difficulties I had just purchasing one of these JFJs and having it sent to the UK. This is my first video, so I hope you enjoy. What I wanted to show you first is where I bought the device, and actually just to have a recap on the difficulty I had in purchasing this. I'm not saying that people are going to have that much difficulty purchasing it, but because there were some stock issues and some issues with the actual company's bank account, I had a bit of difficulty obtaining one of these devices. I'll start off with where I actually purchased it, which was directly from JFJ themselves, and this is the URL of the actual site I went to purchase it. I originally purchased the device about 1 or 2 weeks before via a debit card, and it was a couple of days into the purchase, and I didn't have any information, like tracking information, given to me. So I tried to contact the company. I did this via a number of ways. I did it by emailing them first, and I didn't hear anything back from them. I tried messaging them through their website, and I didn't hear anything back to them. And because this was a 40, I just recently turned 40. Because this was a birthday present, actually from my parents. I thought I would call up the company and see what was going on, because I wanted it by the 11th of June, which was my 40th birthday. I tried ringing the telephone number, and it costs a lot to call from the UK to the States, and I couldn't get through to anybody. And I tried 3 times, and I was getting really frustrated until I actually managed to get through to somebody, and I think he was one of the more senior guys on the phone. And he said to me, he said the company themselves are having issues with their detecting when people purchase stuff, because they're having issues with the bank, and they actually weren't aware that I actually purchased this item. And I went, this feels very dodgy. So I asked for a refund, and they said if you pay by PayPal, then there will be no issues. So I gave it a couple of days, and I did actually receive a refund. And I came to the conclusion that if this was a con, I would never have got a refund. So I know that PayPal has got a bit of protection behind it. So I went ahead and made the purchase. I think it was on the 8th of June. And it took 5 days, but it did actually arrive. During my conversation with the gentleman, he also informed me that there is a subsidiary company in the United Kingdom called adzdistribution.co.uk with relatively the same price. I don't know anything about this website, but he did advise me that I could purchase it from here. I'm not guaranteeing that this is a legitimate company, but I believe him. But I actually paid. If I just get my invoice up, and I've copied this from PayPal, I've paid $316.58 to JFJ directly, using this website, and that equates to £233.68, which, if you go back to this website, is $229. So it's not that bad. And at the moment, this has been sold out for about a month now. JFJ did have no machines that did 230, 240 volts. So I couldn't buy it for a couple of days, but then when I did buy it and I paid by PayPal, everything was fine, and it arrived in 5 days. So yeah, if I was you at the moment, the only other ways to get this device also is, I had a look on Facebook Marketplace and I had a look on eBay. And Facebook Marketplace, somebody wanted £180 and was in Scotland. Another person wanted £60, but it was actually slightly broken, their JFJ. I had a look on eBay and it's 300 quid roughly for a brand new version of this machine. So if I was going to advise you to purchase one, purchase it through JFJ Easy Pro at your own risk. Purchase it through ADZ distribution. I'm not saying they're not legitimate, I just don't know anything about them. And you'll pay about £233 in total. I'm going to move on to the actual unboxing.
Okay, so this is my first experience, and I will run through quite some few CDs, because I've got about 400 CDs to repair. So I'll find one that's okay, you know, a few scratches, and I'll find one that's completely knackered, and see what we get, what results we get. So I've got 2 hands now. So okay, we've got an invoice, probably with personal information. I don't care. Let me move my laptop. Okay. These are great for reselling. You can't really get them in the UK. I know there's an affiliate company that has that supplies these, but he was currently out of stock, and I think he gets them from the United States. So I just thought it's about the same price to get it from the United States, so I thought I'd buy it from him. This was a 40. I mean, my birthday was on the 40th. Sorry, on the 11th of June, and you know, we purchased it. We purchased it well before time, but because of the credit card issues, they, you know, it took to the, what, I think it's 15th today for it to come. So this is all the packaging. Okay. Okay, I have to put it aside. Okay. Quite a sweet machine. There's a few bits of pieces in there. Obviously there's instructions and such. So let me just try and get it out. Sorry, it's not the right angle, but I don't have a GoPro. Oh wow. Okay, that's quite a nice machine. Let's see, we've got some extra bits as well. Some sanding pads. Oh, a cloth. I've been told it's supposed to be microfiber, but I don't know if that is microfiber. It looks all right. Hey, they wouldn't supply it without it being correct. And the standard, I think they call them IEC plugs. So the UK standard plug. So okay. I will put some times in this video where I'll move on to repairing it, so you don't have to listen to me plow on, but this is just the first opening of the actual item. So we've got some sanding pads, we've got, I think they're sanding pads as well, I'm not too sure, soft sandpaper, coarse sandpaper, we've got some pads, I assume they're there for the polishing. I don't know if I can get them out one-handed. Sorry about this. Yeah, they're for the polishing. I've seen too many videos on this, like they're polishing pads. The microfiber cloth. What's in here? I mean, you literally cannot get them in the UK, and they seem to. The second-hand ones seem to go for like £300 on eBay. But you can get this from the States, brand new, with I hope a warranty for 220 quid. So you got another cloth. A spray bottle to spray on the disc to keep, so it's not focusing very well, but a spray bottle to spray on the CD so it keeps it clean or gets rid of the crap you put on it. There's a original and safe advanced polishing compound. It really won't focus this thing. there's another polishing compound. Somebody told me that you actually start with number 2. I don't know if you can see that, and then you end up with number 1. So it's backwards. The pads. There is, just on note, there is 2 versions of this that you can buy with a $20 difference, and it's a difference between having enough stuff to do 200 discs instead of 100. And because I've got quite a lot, I thought might as well go for the 200. And the actual device. Oh, you got more. Oh, so you get 2 lots of compound. Oh, that's good. So you get 1, 2. Okay, that's cool. And another spray compound. Oh, okay. So excellent. So you get quite a lot for your money. And as I say, you can't get them in this country, so you either have this one. I think there's another one that I looked up, and it's 949 quid. I know it's better, and it probably, you can use it again and again and again without much issues, but this costs 220, that costs 900, and does the same job. I rather this. So yeah, right. So I'll stop the video now, and I'll try and find some CDs I can repair. Okay, now what I've done is I've tried to get 2 CDs, or find some CDs that have light scratches. I'm going to do really heavy scratch CDs down the line, but these, I don't know if you can see them. Let's see if I can show you. They're just got just really light scratches in places. Hopefully you can see them. I'm not going to dwell too much on it, but just imagine, like you can see at the top here, there's light scratches on it, and I don't ever sell CDs with scratches on it. Okay, so you can see that. So that's we'll take that one, all right, and we'll stick it in the machine and see what happens. So I come in here, the machine's all set up. Apparently for light scratches, and I don't know if you can see it better now I'm in less a light area, but you just need the compound 2, apparently. Don't need the compound 1, and you just need the spray stuff and a cloth, and you also need this pad here, which is not a sandpaper pad, it's just a polishing pad. I've already taken the little knob off, and there was some paper here that you've got to take off, and all you literally do is stick it in there, do it one-handed, which people seem to have trouble with, but I don't know why. Tighten it up. Don't know how hard it's. Oh, it's turning the machine. Let me just. I can see why it's hard, because you have to actually hold onto the CD to do that. So it's not bad, the CD. It's just in places you can just see scratches in in certain light conditions. So what I'll do, what they said was to use the compound 2. If I can get it open, one-handed, of course. It's stuck together. Got a little sticky bit on it, so I'm going to take that off. Shows how new the machine is. And you wouldn't normally do this, but you, at the first start, it says to add some actual of this chemical, and actually that's an awful lot there, but it's add the chemical to it, to the actual disc, and then I'm just going to use my finger and actually spread it around to start off with. It's just to cover the disc. A lot of resellers say that once the disc is covered, all you need is, when this machine comes down, is to put the actual blob underneath the CD. Yeah, so where the CD is here, because there's enough chemical on here, and it's apparently it's quite a messy machine. So it will spit out if you use too much chemical. It will spit out. So there we go. I don't know if I should wash my hands or not, but I've done it like that. So all you do now that's tightened up, So close the machine, so it's applied to the disc. You switch the machine on. I'm going to say something. I don't know how much this CD's worth. I'm going to go 2 minutes. That's quite quiet. So we'll give that 2 minutes. Is that on properly? Yeah, it's just it looks slower actually on the camera, but it is actually moving quite fast. So I'm going to restart this once it's finished. Right, it's finally finished. It only took 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to open it up. One-handed, of course, or maybe two-handed. Again, sorry about the camera angles. It's just I can't do this one-handed. Let's have a look. See. Oh, so I don't know if it can focus. That is, I mean, my eyes are better than this camera's, and that I cannot spot a single mark on the CD. That is pretty good. Let me just clean it. Let me take it off again. If you're doing sanding first, you don't actually need to take that off. You just swap the pads over. So that's just a little tip. So I'll take, again, I've just undone it. I'll probably take out. Oh, it's not hot, but it is warm. I suppose that is to be expected. So let's give it a clean with a microfiber and a bit of spray. Probably don't want too much of it. A lot of the resellers say that you should clean off as much. Oh god, that is a lot of stuff remaining on it. You should clean all the sides of it. You should get all the chemical off, obviously, before you use it in your machines. You don't want this crap being put into your DVD player or your games console. So there's another side. I will just give that another spray. I don't think you use too much of this. I think it's probably just water, to be honest with you, just to give it a wipe. It's looking. I mean, I'm amazed by that. Actually, that is brilliant. I don't sell CDs or DVDs if I can help it that are marked in any way. So I spend ages going through all the piles of the ones I buy, and then having to chuck a lot of them away or donate them. Because when I sell on eBay, I want it to be perfect, and I expect it to, you know, if I buy a CD from, say, like Music Magpie, I expect them to do something like this. Well, alright, let's take it outside. Let's take this outside and see if we can look at it in high strength, sort of high. It's not very good, is it? It's not very clear to see, but maybe if I go a bit closer in. So it's very strong light outside today, but that, I can tell you this now, that is mint. I mean, just looking at it, there might be a few tiny remnants, and I am really picky of a scratch, but if I saw that, I would put that on eBay straight away. Okay, and that's without sanding. That is mint. Okay, so what I'll do is I will try and find a really damaged one. Let's go nuts with this sandpaper, yeah? Okay, one sec. Okay guys, I've tried to find a CD in the worst condition I possibly find. This is the worst one that I've been able to find out of 100 CDs that I've looked at. It's not particularly really destroyed, it's in poor nick. It probably wouldn't play it, although I haven't tested it. Let me just see if I can get it a bit more zoomed in, give it a fair. It's so hard for the camera to zoom into you know, to focus on CDs, because the light's everywhere on it. So we try to get to the get it away from the reflection. So, oh, there we go. So you look at that. That's not very good at all, is it? The scratches down there. It's full of crap. it's dirty as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to shove it on the Easy J Pro, and we're going to give it a blast with the sandpaper. I don't have to be too delicate here. Let me just, again, I'm probably going to have to use 2 hands here to screw it on. Just give us a second. It won't take a second. There we go. It's a 2-handed job. There's no, you know, I haven't got a GoPro, so maybe you can get a better idea of the quality of the CD if it's in low light. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? I think the glare, you know, when you get like the fractal effect, like all the different colours is confusing the hell out of the camera, so it's not able to focus on it properly. So any which way, what I'm going to do, I've got the rough sandpaper and the fine sandpaper. I've got the pad, which is now well used, the polishing pad, and I've also got the finishing pad. I'm going to go through all 4 of those. So they say until you become a pro, don't do more than 10 seconds on the sandpaper. I'm actually going to do it for 20 seconds because I'm not bothered about the CD any which way, but I want to see how this comes out. So the sandpaper goes in. This comes down, no chemicals or anything, and I'm going to do it for 20 seconds here. Oh, it would help if I've got it on. 20 seconds, okay? Well, stay with it, it doesn't take too long. And they do say that, from the manual, it does say, if you do any coarse work, like coarse sanding, you must use fine sandpaper for 10 seconds afterwards. So this is going in for 20. And then I'm going to show you the result, and then that's going in. Okay, so one at a time, and we'll have a look at the disc. Okay, I don't think the camera has a problem with zooming in now, because the disc is now hazy, and it's lost all its shine. So you can see the result there. It's all a hazy mess. Okay, so next thing to do, as I say, put the lower grit or the higher grit, whatever it is, the soft sandpaper in, and give it a blast for 10 seconds. Okay, so 10 seconds on. Okay, you might as well stay with us. And this won't improve the look of it. It just makes it a bit like sanding a desk, isn't it? You start off with coarse and you go to finer so you get a nice finish. So we have our disc after 20 seconds with the harsh sandpaper and then 10 seconds with the fine sandpaper. Again, it doesn't look good, does it? But you can't really see any scratches on it anymore, which is good. Right, so now we're going for the buffing pad, and now I'm actually going to do myself a favour. I'm going to get polishing compound 2, and early in the video, I'll re-watch the video, and I said about using the compounds in reverse order. So yes, you do. I'll explain a bit more. Use the number 2 finishing polish before you use number 1, and use this on this disc. Sorry, not this disc. This pad, and this one on this pad. So you have 2 different pads. And this one's to polish. This one's to polish it, and this one's to seal it, I believe. But don't quote me. Okay, so we get polishing compound 2. Open up one-handed. I'm now getting skilled at that. And we want a bit of compound. You know, you could do this in the machine. I just find it easier for the camera just to do it here. And you can see also, to explain beforehand, in the earlier videos, I absolutely covered the pad with this compound, but that was just that's the initial coverage to cover the whole pad, and I rubbed it in. Okay, maybe I shouldn't use my fingers, but it is messy. You can see I've used it all the way around here. It's all messy everywhere. But that's to saturate the pad. Now the pad is, you know, the pad's saturated. I only apply the compound to the position where the disc is going to lay, and that's, you know, there's a lot of splatter inside the machine, and hopefully it stops a lot of that. But you can see how messy that machine gets. So we stick this in the machine, okay, and you can see where I've put the compound, so it touches the disc when it goes in. Okay, and we'll give that a blast for 2 minutes. Okay, so out of this, it should all come up really nice. I'm going to stop No, I'm not going to stop the video because I want to prove to you that this is legitimate. I'm not going to stop the video. Probably be a few minutes of silence. Skip forward 2 minutes if you want to see the results. But just to prove that this is working, I'm going to keep the camera running. But as I say, so far my experience with this machine has been great. Sometimes the results aren't as perfect as I want it to be, but every time you come up with a usable disc. I did mention about the how dirty the machine can get. It's normally in the machine, however, I've had all this stuff out and about, and you can see this is a shed. This is a shed desk. It does get a little bit dirty, but this compound should just come off. But if I was you, I might decide to use gloves, because I don't think there's anything too bad with this compound. But it gets all over your hands. It's got over my clothes. It does come off, so I'm not too fast. Just to give you an idea of how many CDs I've got to repair as well while that machine's running, I've got 2 full boxes of CDs and DVDs. I actually got from the auctions. As I say, I got them for about £60, $80, and I got 1,250 of them. And I gave about 700 of them away because they were under £3, which is not worth me selling on eBay. And I've just literally kept all the rest. And as you see, I've got all these boxes to repair. Sorry, all these CDs to repair. There's 2 boxes, and I've, that's what I predominantly sell, is just CDs, DVDs, any sort of media. Hopefully this machine is nearly finished. Should be coming up to 2 minutes. As I say, I wanted to keep this running just to prove. I'm always skeptical about these these type of machines, so I just want to keep this video going, just to prove that the result is the result and I'm not just faking it. So here we go. Yep, looks a lot better. Looks obviously some crap over it, and now it won't focus because of the glossiness of the CD, but hopefully I can get it. You can see my ugly mug in it. Hopefully you can see this quality of the CD now. Let me get it out. It's not that warm. It's quite a cool day today. Let me give it a spray. Oh, as well, I'll give you first impressions. There you go. Have a look at that. Yeah. And what I'll do, if I can angle it right, is spray it, wipe it with a microfiber cloth. So that is microfiber. Oh, that is stunning. That is stunning. I can't see the viewfinder at the moment. I'll give you a first impression. It's still got some crud on it, okay, but can you see the glossiness of it? There are some ever so slight marks on it. I think that's just the compound isn't come completely off. Let me give it another wipe. Again, the camera angle's not the greatest. I'll try and do it in eye shot. I'll give it a lot of this compound. This compound here as well, I reckon is just water or something along that line. Because a lot of the cheaper disc repair systems or disc cleaning systems, they only use water, and I reckon you could easily replace that with just water just to clean it. But that CD again, it's still got some compound on it. That's brilliant. Look at that. I mean, this was crap. This was not sellable. And again, it's still got a little tiny compound. There's some slight buff marks. It's not scratches, it's buff marks. And there is not a chance in hell that won't play. Look at that quality of that. No, I'm impressed by this machine. I mean, what is it? What's a CD? Millennium Party. Alright, well, I shouldn't do this really without cleaning it fully. But this hi-fi system was only worth £15 from the auction house I normally go to. It's a good one though, but let's give it a go. I mean, it's not covered, it's just there's the edges of it. Let's see if it plays. And I would have given it a 50-50 chance of playing beforehand. So let's just see. So it's reading it, and then I think we've got to play CD. I'm not going to play. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I won't play it for long because it'll be copyrighted, and I don't know how YouTube works, so probably I'll get a strike or something. But that's perfect. So you end up with a disc. Again, look at that. Shiny that is. Totally sellable. Again, can't focus on it too well. And not really a mark on it. I would say that was near mint. That's my personal opinion of it, right? And the cost of it, I believe I've worked it out to be anywhere between 5p to 6 cents. So this stuff isn't cheap. You can get this stuff on eBay, and I think JFJ also do like large gallon sort of versions of these, so larger containers. You can buy in quantity and all this. I don't think this is too applicable to the UK market, because you'd have to have it shipped from the United States. But if you're in the United States, it's probably worth, if you're doing a lot of CDs, getting the 200 CD version of this to start off with, because it's only $20 difference, 25 quid. Sorry, 15 quid difference. Then buying in bulk of these. You can get these quite easily off eBay, even in the UK, the sanding disc. But looking at it, I mean, the sanding disc, I could probably make that myself. I mean, it's just a certain grit sandpaper with a backing on it. That I can make myself. And somebody else said, also when I watched video of these videos, that you could replace this at your own risk with car polish. So I haven't tried that. I want to keep using the official stuff. But if I do need to, I could probably get some car polish and give it a try. These I'm not buying. I'm just going to make myself. I mean, I'll just get the certain grit sandpaper and stick a backing on it, as I say. That bottle is just this bottle here, just to spray on the CD. I'm going to refill that with water, and they are refillable, you see. So that's just water. But I will buy the official compound, and it helps out the company, I suppose. And as I say, there is another version of this machine made by another company. This is 220 quid. That's 950 quid. And so, you know, they've got to make their money somehow. So I'm going to keep buying this, but if I do get a bit brassic, you know, not a lot of money in my pocket, then I might just try, or maybe if the machine gets a bit older, I might try some car polish. Okay, but as I say, ladies and gentlemen, that is the result. So if I was going to advise you to get a CD repairing machine, the proof's in the pudding. I'm well happy with this. If you do a lot of repairs, if you've got your own a large collection of Xbox or PS4 games, whatever, you know, it's worth getting just to repair your own CDs. It does games, it does Blu-rays, it does CDs, it does DVDs. I don't know about the Nintendo GameCube stuff, but I think there might be an adapter for it. I would totally recommend this. Alright, I hope this video is useful. This is my first video, so excuse the video work and excuse the camera work, but hopefully you've got a good impression of the machine, and I personally, I'd go for this machine if I was you. Alright, thanks a lot for watching. Ta!